fun begins.
How's it going?
Hello.
Well, greetings, young Jedi. Hello there.
What's up, everyone? Hybrid Toy Reviews here, and welcome to Hybrid's Weekend Toy Hunt. I am not looking for anything in particular this weekend. I know some of the Black Series Toba Fett wave has been hitting targets. I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to hit too many targets, but if there are any that are super convenient, we might see what they got. Expectations are low. It's Target. I am outside of a Walmart right now, ready to go and see what they have. I think we're kind of just going to be looking for Micro Galaxy chases. Tonight, I think we're just going to hit some of the bigger box retailers. That's going to be more of a tomorrow thing, because this is a Friday and Saturday toy hunt. So let's check out Walmart. This is the Warren, Ohio Walmart. Let's see what we can find. So this store still has a Collecticon end cap going on, or center aisle display, that is. And the figure case is missing from up top, but they've got a Kit Fisto hanging out. That's neat to see. They still have some Night Troopers, some Holiday Troopers, some normal Troopers, a bunch of the TVC offerings that are kind of standard, that made-to-order E-Wing that shouldn't be at stores, but whatever. And then a little picked over on the Joes. Marvel Legends are a little picked over. Looks like they still got a Daredevil hanging out, a couple of Punishers. So yeah, kind of neat. That Magic Spider-Man. I don't play Magic anymore, so I don't want to buy it for $45. But if I ever see a clearance deal, it will be mine. Looking at the main Star Wars aisle, there are a lot of the standard TVC offerings. The Jedi Legend Obi-Wan, which has tempted me a time or two, even though I don't do Happy Meal. There's a V-19 Torrent, a TIE Defender, one Ventress Fighter. So they're getting pretty low on Micro Galaxy here. This might be one to look at in a week. And then all the SM33s and Andor Black Series you could ever ask for. So kind of just standard offerings here. Another Daredevil hanging out. These post-Christmas clearance aisles are pretty cool. You got all the Superman movie figures, like the kids' ones are down to $5. All sorts of neat stuff. You got some Bartmans for $7. You got some $10 Aylas. I did better last week on her. Coming on down over here. Got some $25 Thunderbolts 2-packs. They actually look pretty good, and I like the movie a lot. But I'm just trying not to get too deep into Legends. You know, one every now and then, but I don't know. I'm just trying not to go too hard. And here we are at the Niles, Ohio Target. It's in a mall, so maybe we'll run in and see what else there is. So this one actually has a couple of Marins in front of the Krennics, which is interesting. And they still have a couple of Darth Vaders hanging out. Otherwise, Star Wars is pretty cleaned out, not gonna lie. Ooh, they had Tydirium Shuttle on clearance for half off, but not on the shelf anymore. This store had several of them. Maybe I can try and catch one this weekend. Haven't looked at the Funkos in a minute. They do have the common Jessie, which I've not seen at Target yet at all. Also, interestingly, an Ahsoka Season 1 Balin. That's old. But nothing's really catching my eye here. They do have the store-exclusive Yaddle, but if I wait like a month, all the Target-exclusive Yaddles will be $4 on clearance, and then I should just grab it then. I would like to get it autographed, but I can wait a little bit, and I'm not lined up for a convention with the voice actors just yet. Here's a GameStop we can check out. So I was the only one in there other than the one employee, so I didn't really want to draw a ton of attention to myself of being like, look what I'm looking at. But they actually had some really good selection. That was really good. A lot of reissues. I noted that GameStop didn't need to charge $35 for 5s like Hasbro Pulse did. That was cool. There's a Meijer we could go check. So here we are at Meijer, and they have a number of V-19 Torrents. Holy crap. Toba Fett. Dual End Vader, what? I'm waiting on mine from Hasbro Pulse, and they still haven't shipped it, and it's been 10 days. What? They got another Toba Fett. Clone Captain Rex in the back. Wild. Do I do it? Oh man, I'm gonna have to think about this. This is like really cool. I'm buying it. My Hasbro Pulse order is still not estimated for at least like 9 more days because they ship DHL, which just sucks. So the one that I've ordered from Hasbro, I don't know, I'll sell it or give it away or something. That was sick. There's like one more Walmart that we could go to tonight, but I'm tempted to just skip it and go find another Meijer, try and find Ventress and Django. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I had to check out another Meijer after that. So this one is the Mahoning Avenue, Austintown location. Let's go. All right, let's see what we can find here. I'm already a little bit less impressed. Although, Obi-Wan, I don't see Obi-Wan very often. There is Moff Gideon, Director Krennic, Marin, and Cassian. Yeah, not quite what I was looking for this time. Ooh, the Hot Wheels Carson Teva X-Wing. Don't see that very often. There's some Ahsoka shuttles, got a Kylo silencer, a Poe X-Wing, a bunch of V19 Torrents, more Kylo, a Snowspeeder in the back there. Yup, this admittedly was less impressive. There is one more Meijer we might be able to hit tonight, so no guarantees there. Otherwise, we might hit some different Meijers tomorrow. I think Meijer might have just become the target of this weekend, and some of those small mom and pop shops too. Got a Drowned, just a Steve, another Steve, a bunch of Shulker boxes. Those Shulker boxes are like everywhere. I'm regretting passing on it so much, but this wave had a zombie on it, or in it, and I never snagged it, and now I'm not seeing it so much anymore. So gonna have to keep an eye out for the zombie too. This Meijer had a few other toy aisles, and I am seeing the Stranger sitting here. He's not one that I see super often, but this kind of feels like leftover Christmas, and that's okay. There's another aisle to the right. Ooh, the Shock Trooper mech. This one is the Boardman one, and this is where I found all the January 1st LEGO sets early in that reel I posted a week or two ago. But I don't recall what they had for figures last time. I don't think it was a ton, but obviously anything can be happening now. Not gonna lie, empty pegs is pretty rough. I will say this is pretty tempting though. It is same as that slime block thing I got last week, and it's a zombie and a baby zombie. That's cool. Although, I don't know. I might pass on it for now, but it's cool to know this is out there. The standard zombie comes with a spawner block, and I think I like that more, although the baby zombie is, of course, tempting. So all the Christmas stuff is 70% off, and I'm going to salvage the trip by grabbing this Ahsoka and Bo-Katan Hallmark ornament. Just chuck them in my pile of ornaments that might get put on the tree next year. I guess for $3 each. Why not, right? All right, everyone, it is now Saturday, and I think we are going to go off and look for some more toys. So, of course, we found a Toba Fett last night, and there were those Hallmark ornaments, which I'm not super into collecting, but when you see a $3 Star Wars ornament, you pick it up. I think we're going to focus on some Meijers today. It's kind of going to be the goal, and if anywhere interesting pops up, we'll stop. So, no real big plan. Let's do this. And here we are at the Meijer in Mentor, Ohio. Let's see what we have here. Last week, this is where I found the Micro Galaxy chips early, or not early, but just the first sighting I'd seen of Series 10, so it's a good location. All right, what do we have going on here? So, for Black Series, we've got a Krennic and a Basel. Really, no restock. There's some really good figures out there if you would just get them here. And then there's a Kylo fighter, and a Shin Hati fighter. So someone came and cleaned them out of the new wave since last week, which there weren't any chases. But yeah, that's a little lackluster, not gonna lie. Another one of those zombie packs. I think I'm gonna hold strong for now, but I keep seeing them. Here we are at the Richmond Heights Meijer again. So we were here last week looking for Micro Galaxy, but now we're on a different hunt. So I believe this is the one that had Anakin last week, but you see we're down an entire peg of Black Series. We still have Ezra, a couple of Marins, and a Basel. Basel is just going to be a forever staple, I feel. Got a bunch of Kylo fighters, a Snowspeeder, a V19, a Shin Hati fighter. And that's kind of it. Series 7 and 10 blind boxes. That's a new case back there. It's full. But yeah, nothing jumping off the shelf at me here. Empty Peg is interesting. I mean, they had some good stuff last week. The Sand Trooper, the Gale, and so I guess that's it for this one. Let me see what we got over here. We got a Drowned, some Shulkers, the Wolf, a variety of Steves. So yeah, nothing too eye-catching. Here we are at another Meijer in Stowe, Ohio. We took a little jump down to the Akron area. There's a few of them down here, and hopefully we find something. All right, what do we have here? Ooh, Duels End Vader, don't need. Toba Fett, already got. Ventress! What? Ventress! We found Ventress. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Ooh, and there's the TIE Avenger, a Magna Guard fighter, 2 Magna Guard fighters, and the Luke X-Wing. So we have another case of the new wave of Micro Galaxy Squadron. This is excellent. Yes! Legendary find. As far as other figures, we've seen them all before. We got the TIE Pilot Cassian, a Krennic, and a Night Sister Marin. So this alone made the drive to Akron worth it, in my opinion. And we are gonna hit a few more, try and find Jango, just complete the set. Dopeness. Sweet. Alright, here we are at the Talmadge Meijer. Let's try and make some magic happen here. If I find Jango, that's the end of the vlog. Alright, what do we got going on here? Wow, literally just a Marin. That's a little bit of a letdown, not gonna lie. We have another TIE Avenger though, that's cool. And a Magna Guard fighter, just the common, so this store likely never had the chases. But yeah, that's a little unfortunate, but we got a couple of other places we can stop. So that was a bit of a bust, but across the street, behind all those restaurants, is a Walmart. I think we're going to go hit that just because it's kind of like easy opportunity. And then we'll get back on our Meijer hunt. And here we are at the Talmadge Walmart. Don't really know what to expect to find here. Maybe some Micro Galaxy Wave 9 chases. I'd like to find another TIE Defender Elite, which would be cool. And we have 2 Kylo silencers and a V19 Torrent. What a surprise. A couple half boxes of Series 7 blinds. An old Ahsoka Soul. We got Ezra Marin hiding out in the plastic-free packaging. Got a whole bunch of Acolyte SM-33s, Armored Commandos. I gotta say, it's kind of exactly what I expected. This one's down in North Canton. There's one more in this area, and then actually there's one in the homeward direction. So technically I have 2 more after this if we don't find Jango. This one has some older options. There's a Moff Gideon hanging out. There's a Marin, a Krennic, Ezra, including Lieutenant Gale hanging out. That's always cool to see. TIE Pilot Cassian. There's a couple Micro Galaxies down there. It's just TIE. It's a Kylo's TIE and a V-Wing and a Shin Hati fighter, so nothing too crazy there. Alright, this one's another Canton Meijer. Let's see what we can turn up. Alright, Meijer. This was funny the first time. We got a Moff Gideon in armor and Ezra and 2 Marins, a couple of Kylo silencers and a V19 Torrent. Yep. I think we only got really one more stop, so cross our fingers and make the most of it. Is there anything good going on? Minecraft. Not really. And here we are, the last Meijer of the night. This one's in Alliance, Ohio, and we're either going to find Jango or we're not going home with him tonight. I did see on this exit there's a Walmart. Maybe we'll poke our head in and see what they got. I guess it just depends on how I'm feeling after this. I don't think I've ever been more angry to see an Anakin Skywalker on the shelf. I'm not angry, it's just the way it goes sometimes. We got a V19 Torrent, and we have 2 Shin Hati fighters, so not even the new wave. Oh, wait, I lied. Oh, wait. What? Okay. Hang on. You know what? We got the Magna Guard fighter, a Luke Snowspeeder. Okay. They aren't why we came. But, like, we're here. Okay. This is like a really good consolation prize. Ooh, we got even more over here. We have the Phantom 2. I haven't seen that in a while. Another Shin Hati, a V-Wing. Another Shin Hati. Well, alright then. So I gotta say, it's a bit of a bummer that we didn't find Jango tonight. But I'll find him on another hunt. We'll probably hit a lot of these locations again next weekend. But I will say that Chase Clan Kreese fighter definitely was like a good makeup prize. You know, a Walmart right here is like a low opportunity cost. It's like right next door. So I think we're gonna go to Walmart and then we're just gonna shoot for home. So we're about an hour from home. So don't want to be out too much later. It's already after 8. So we're ending the night on like a win, but this Walmart has potential to just be gravy on top, you know? Alright, what do we got going on here? So, we got a V19 Torrent. Never thought that would be such a boring ship in the long run. All sorts of adventures. Ooh, we got a Night Trooper. I don't see that as much as the others. A whole bunch of Praetorians and Cassians. A couple of Acolytes in the mix. Actually, it's a little bit of a healthier mix than normal. Still got some Cobb Vanths. Wow, I haven't seen Cobb here in a while. Just at Walmart in general. Jodna Wood. Actually, a really surprisingly nice, like, TVC likeness. Like, it's not my scale, don't get me wrong. But I can acknowledge when they make a nice figure on accident. Bunch of common stuffs otherwise from that era. And nothing really catching the eye up high or down low. Ooh, there's a Marin and another Marin. So, man, I hope y'all start picking up some Marins if you haven't yet. I need the rest of that crew, and I don't want Hasbro thinking that we don't want them. Alright, I'm back home and just want to show off the final haul really quick. So this weekend's toy hunt was actually pretty cool. I normally go out and I find like 1 or 2 good things, or maybe like 1 good thing, or I don't find anything, and then I feel obligated to like buy a Minecraft figure or something just because, you know, it takes gas to drive around. My car's pretty fuel efficient, but all the same. So, last night, Friday night, I found Toba Fett. The toe articulation Book of Boba Fett. I've seen some people review this figure fairly critically. I agree with some points. I also think there's a few people in the community that are just a little too critical of everything. But I look forward to getting this one out of the box and forming my own opinions. And if everything goes right, this should be Monday's review. I had some stuff already planned for Monday and Wednesday, but I think they're going to get pushed back to Friday and the following Monday. And then I hit a couple of other Myers yesterday, and all I really turned up were the Ahsoka and Bo-Katan ornaments, which are still really very cool. But, sorry, bumping the tripod. We're going to set those aside. Today's haul, equally legendary. We have the Bounty Hunter outfit for Asajj Ventress from the Clone Wars. I'm going to be honest, this figure was, like, not on my wish list, like, at all, right? Like, you know, I mean, it's cool, and I'm glad it's here. But I never would have guessed we would get this look for Ventress. You know, like, we have, you know, over there in my shelf for Clone Wars movie look. You know, that's, to me, that's like her iconic look. But this is still a very good look from the Clone Wars, and I'm super happy to have it. So, and the figure just looks really good. I'm just sitting here looking at it in the box, and, like, the head sculpt is just really, really eye-catching on this. I believe it's probably reused from the other one, but the deco on it just feels crisper, bolder. So I'm really excited to tear into that. If things go well, that will be Wednesday's review. And then I looked for Jango. I tried And after multiple stores, I just ran out of Meijers that was within my willing to drive to distance. So at the very last location, we scored, though, and I found not one, but two Kryze Clan gauntlets, which are from the Bo-Katan episode in Season 4 of Star Wars Rebels. They do not have significant screen time, which makes them a very fun rare. I'm definitely getting a little tired of the reuse of the Mandalorian gauntlet, which is an underscaled sculpt. However, you put a rare sticker on anything, and my brain goes a little smooth, and I have to have it. So I'm super happy. I found some really cool stuff hunting this weekend. These reviews are going to keep me busy. I don't know when the Kryze Clan Gauntlet review is going to be, because Monday's video was going to be a hot toy, and so I'm not going to prioritize this over a hot toy on Friday. So I think the hot toy will still be on Friday, and then the following Monday is a throwback Black Series. So this might be the Monday after tomorrow, because you were watching this on Sunday. So that's kind of the review schedule with these. I'm really excited to open some of these up and get into some reviews. The ornaments are just going to go into storage till next Christmas. But yeah, thank you for hanging out with me this weekend. It was really fun going toy hunting and finding some stuff. I look forward to next weekend. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to try and find Django. I wanted to hit some small mom and pop locations, but once I started finding this wave at Meijer, I just had to focus on Meijer. So maybe next weekend we'll hit some mom and pop locations. I know I have a plan for a legendary all-day-long toy hunt to some far away but legendary locations near the end of January. More on that will be revealed a little bit closer to. So, really excited to talk about those. Anyways, may the Force be with you. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you next time. Bye.